Hello again, I am Jim Bob, and welcome back to F1 Manager 23 Hardcore Series, Season 7. We are in the midst, well, I say the midst, we are still near the beginning of our Women's Revolution, our all-female team here at Aston Martin, and we have our new preferred lineup, but can we do anything in tonight's race? We're heading to Melbourne for the Australian Grand Prix. And there you see our new driver lineup. Obviously, we had Carmen Jimenez, who was not our first choice as the second driver. We couldn't get Embry Plum because she just signed a new contract and gone to AlphaTauri as reserve, or had renewed, I think, as reserve at AlphaTauri. I think she was there the season before as well. So we had to wait a couple of races before we could sign her because it was too close to the start of the season. But we do now have our preferred lineup of Donna and Embry as we head into tonight's race. A race which I am expecting to be pretty painful. Pretty painful. We've got some upgrades coming. We've got new wings coming for Baku, front and rear, and then we have new side pods, chassis, and not suspension, side pod, chassis, and underfloor, all coming for Imola. So there'll be a gap. We'll have Miami in between those two races, but hopefully we will have a pretty good package by the time we get to Imola. With those extra new parts, we do have a little bit of debt again. $1 million in the red, thanks to having to pay off the contract with Carmen to sign Embry. But we shall see what we can do. Hello to everyone in the chat. We've got Baron tonight, Mr. Water, Dino, Victor. Good to see you all. Saw in the early gameplay footage about the helmet issue. Yeah, I've noticed that. I'm hoping, I'm praying, really praying that they will actually have fixed that before the game releases. They've still got time to deal with that, but I mean, that's just ridiculous. We're going into a third game and there's still question marks over whether or not we can have different helmets for different drivers. Right, back to tonight's race. As I say, no new parts on for tonight. It's going to be rough based on how we've done in the last two Grand Prix. If we take a look, let's just double check both our cars are the same. They should be. Yes, they are. On paper, we look decent, but we've got the weakest two drivers on the grid. And that is definitely counting against us. I don't have a clear picture as to who my number one driver is right now. I thought Donna was the number one driver, and she was clearly quicker in the first race over Carmen by quite a bit. But there was the caveat of not having the new side pod on both cars. So in Jeddah, bit more evenly matched. Still have to say that Donna was slightly quicker, but it wasn't consistent. Wasn't consistently quicker. And the pace wasn't good. We were running at the back. Had to work really, really hard in the end just to finish in 13th place. And that was a hell of a chore. It really was. Now we've got Embry, who is a bit better rated. And is more evenly matched against Donna. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see which of them does shake out to be the quickest. If we do a straight comparison of their stats there, you can see that Donna has the advantage in cornering and braking, which theoretically should make her a fair bit quicker. I mean, she's giving up, Embry's giving up 8 points in cornering and 6 points in braking. So theoretically, she should be slower. but she's got much better accuracy, so she'll be able to hold that line a lot better. Her car control is excellent at 98. So theoretically, we've got two drivers here with a 93 and a 98. I'm prepared to let them race each other because, in theory, with control ratings that high, shouldn't really be hitting each other. Shouldn't be. So we'll see what happens. Have I actually programmed in any training for Embry? Actually thinking about it. No, I haven't. So we need to get that done. She is going to need... There's quite a few bits she's going to need to work on, but we're going to work on just pace for now. Try and work on cornering, braking, and adaptability. Accuracy is already really good, and so if that goes up again, you know, it's a nice little bonus, but it's not what we want. We want to hopefully get lots of gains in cornering, braking, and adaptability. Right. So let's go back to taking a look at the car. We are 11th in speed, 11th in acceleration, 9th in DRS, middle of the pack. But with our drivers not being the greatest, then, you know, that definitely bumps us down towards the back of the grid, as we saw last night on the quick circuits. And Melbourne is a quick circuit. We've got really good low and medium speed downforce, but again, this is a circuit with a lot of high speed. I mean, there's some low and medium. High speed is definitely the weakest area. If we take a look at the track map, there you can see a lot of high speed. There's only one medium corner, 3 low speed corners. I think we're going to struggle tonight. I really do. So we're going to be very, very conservative with our targets. So the incentive is 1 in the top 14. I'm going to go just 1 car into Q2. I don't even have confidence of getting both through. Fastest lap, not a hope in hell, unfortunately. Finish position, I'm just going to go 1 in the top 15. And 1 in the top 15 for 2 races on the finish streak. We should be able to do that, I hope. And then quali streak, 2 in the top 3, 1 in the top 15 for 3. Tonight we will at least make $500,000 that way. So yeah, let's get on a plane and fly off to the land of Oz.
It's wonderful to be back down under for the Australian Grand Prix. There may be several street circuits on the F1 calendar, but this unique lakeside layout is like none other. High-speed sections snake through the heart of Albert Park, just a few hundred metres from St Kilda's beach. Albert Park is a deceptively easy track to learn, but it's just as easy to make a mistake around its walled sections and gravel traps. The street circuit is high downforce and just as heavy on brakes as it is on tyres. There's new blood competing for Aston Martin this weekend. Will they manage to be a game changer? So, let's get back to the racing.
Evening, Mark. Evening, Adrian. What bonuses do you get with a pre-order? Regardless of which edition you order, you will get the show car livery. But if you get the deluxe edition, you'll also get 5 additional liveries that are based on historical ones. They've previewed one on Twitter already, which is called Aston 13 or Aston 14. It's based off the Lotus Renault design in terms of the livery, but with different colours. So instead of being the black with the gold and red, it's black with blue and I think a little bit of white. They haven't shown the other ones yet, but I would imagine there'll be maybe a classic McLaren, maybe based on the Vodafone McLaren perhaps, or maybe something else. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. They'll no doubt show those off. And you'll also get 5 custom scenarios as well. So like last year with this game that we've got right now, we've got the custom scenarios on top of the ones they did each week with the race replay. Pre-ordering with the deluxe edition got you some additional ones, and that'll be the case this year, but less of them. Right, we need to crack on with our quali. Car parts still the same, not changing those over. We're going to run soft tyres in this first session because we're going to be tweaking the car a bit. But actually, no, I'm going to run mediums in this session because we're going to be running a lot. No, I will go with softs. Let's see. Melbourne was 20 laps, if I remember rightly. As we've been doing this year, we are not giving them a starting setup. We're looking at what the sliders say after their first run and going blind from there. So the book has been retired for now. Anyway, it will come back in the next game. And let's send them onto the track. Oh look, it's a yellow helmet. Oh look, it's now a green helmet. Yeah, that's correct as well, Mr. Water. The deluxe edition does currently have a 10% discount on the deluxe edition pre-order. Please save £4. So, Embry's first lap in the new car for her. And she is within a tenth. Which, considering how many points she's giving up in the pace settings, is pretty good. Let's see if she can consistently stay close. The answer appears to be yes, she can. Donna gets a couple of slipstream laps behind Sonoda. Graphic always distorts the lap time picture a bit.
Everything else okay with the car?
All right, so we saw a shocking 9% last night for both of our cars. What do we got tonight? 40. My God, that's almost perfect by comparison. That'll make things a little easier, potentially, to figure out. And see what feedback we get with Embry. 40 as well. So both identically spaced again, just like last night. All right, let's call them in. So the latest contract talk that's going around is that Red Bull made a contract offer to Perez. He countered and won, but for a year extension. He countered that with a demand for 2 years, and they said no. So that potentially could put his seat at risk. He's going to go in with some pretty unwieldy contract demands, then he is risking alienating the team. Give that a try. I think. There we go. So we're putting our sliders right on the edge for braking stability and cornering there to see if we can at least figure out exactly where the line is with those. And then we'll see what everything else drops in as. Let's do Embry's setup as well. Uh, 12.5. Let's go to a 12 there as well. Let's go to an 11.5 on this one as well. 8.5 there. That's going to be a 7.3, maybe an 8.2. Let's try an 8.2. And again, we'll try and get on the edge and just see if we can figure things out from there. Maybe push that up to a 9. There we go. And apparently Mercedes are no longer interested in Carlos Sainz, which suggests they're quite pleased with the progress Kimi's making. However, I still think it's more likely he'll go to Williams than he'll go to, straight in at Mercedes. So you've got to look at drivers like Gasly, Ocon, even Valtteri coming back. I don't know if they'll go with Valtteri again. But, you've got to look at both of the Alpine drivers as definite contenders. Can't see Magnussen. Oh, that's a lock-up for Embry there. I can't see Magnussen being a contender for the Mercedes seat. I'm trying to think who else could potentially go there if it's not going to be Sainz. Maybe Zhou. I mean, that's an outside shot, surely. I mean, if they do sign, I think if they are going to sign someone, it might be on just a 1-year deal, with a view to Antonelli getting in the car for 2026. So maybe they'll bring Valtteri back for just 1 season. I've heard that Zhou has been rumoured for Haas. I mean, financially for Haas that makes sense. Right, we've progressed to good, 67%. Still a fair way to go. Let's call Donna back in.
How's the balance?
And only 50% there. Too late to call her in. He's going to do another lap. Oh wow, that's a 13. Yeah, we went very much the wrong way on that one, didn't we? So front wing's got to go up. Let's try that. So again, we've gone the wrong way. We started on 12.5, so we know it's not that. So it's got to be a 13 as well. Pull that down to an 8. Go to a 7.3 there. Go to a 3.2. And we'll go with that. You see Ferrari giving Gabriele Mini a run out in FP1 today. Oh, we were going to put Abril in the car, weren't we? Not Abril, sorry, Anne. Never mind. Damn it. Well, we won't be doing it in the next Grand Prix, so we'll have to do it because it's Baku and it's a sprint. So we'll have to make her debut at Miami. Right. Can we really luck out and get another full set of feedback? I don't think we can, but if we can at least get a 3 out of 5 or even a 4 out of 5, that would be nice. Got a 3 out of 5 for Donna. If she goes 4 out of 5 in the next lap, we may just get full. Oh, yeah, we might just get full feedback from Donna. We'll get 4 out of 5 with Embry. Haven't quite got enough time left with her. We might actually get this final bit of feedback from Donna. There it is.
How is the balance, please?
It's 97. That's a big step forward. So, almost there. And we've still got 2 sessions left to try and tweak that up to 100.
Okay, that is the checkered flag. How's the balance?
96. It's close. It's not quite there. We did actually get the full feedback on that final flying lap she's doing now for the flag. That's really nice. 3 complete runs. Very pleased with that.
How are the tyres?
How are the tyres? Shit, mate. All right, very strong first practice session for us tonight. Let's see. 8.13, 6.4. It is the front wing that needs to change. going to try. Try an 8.5, I think. And we want to run long. Let's run. Ooh, let's see. Yeah, let's run 40 laps. On the hard tyres. What do we need to do for Embry? Aha. Okay. Let's try that. And again, we'll run for 40 laps.
Track should be good.
So I haven't quite decided what we're going to do in terms of our own team in 2020, the 24 version yet. We are going to be running our own team. We're going to be starting way down with the hardest possible settings and just grind it out from there. But I think we'll probably use a preset livery for the first season. And then maybe I'll maybe come up with a custom livery off camera for our home Grand Prix for Silverstone. But I don't know. Maybe we'll do something a little different.
Quick feedback.
Maybe we'll just run the preset for the entire season and not do a special livery. I don't know. All right, 99%. So that is just a click of toe, and that setup's done. Excellent stuff. What about Plum? Ah, perfect. Don't even have to touch that one. Excellent stuff. What I am thinking, though, is that we will potentially be changing our colour schemes a little bit to represent, a change in title sponsor. So if we have like a main title sponsor for one season, we'll have a livery and we'll theme some colours around, that sponsor. And if we then end up getting a different title sponsor the following season, then we may change the livery or the colour scheme or combination of to reflect a change in sponsorship. But I do kind of want to have a kind of a core identity of the team as well. So it might be that we stick with a set style and then just make little tweaks in terms of a base color scheme and then make tweaks to it based on sponsors. I haven't decided yet. I need to spend some time with the custom tools, the creative team tools, and play about with it. And that's a long way off yet. That's still 3 months off. So, 2 months off. About 60 days, I think. but I do know that when I do really go into create a team, then I'm going to spend a long time just obsessing over a few things. So the other option is that I actually get the car and everything set up first, and then we pick it up from there, because otherwise it's just going to be like 2 hours of me just playing about with liveries and creating a logo, and then that's it, the entire stream. Which, you know, may sound interesting on paper, but in reality will probably be really fucking boring to watch. So I don't know how I'm going to approach that yet. Alright, let's make that little tweak. That has to go there. We'll go with 25 laps of fuel. That should hopefully be enough. And out they go.
Track should be green now.
What was the cup?
There we go, confirmation of the 100% for Donna. And that is practice done. Excellent stuff. So we will be going into this race with maximum confidence for both of our drivers again. Hopefully they'll be a little bit quicker tonight than they were yesterday. Our pace was horrendous. We have to start on the softs. We tried starting on the mediums last night and we had no pace. So we're definitely going to have to start on the softs tonight, just to make sure we can stay with the train in the opening stint. I don't know if I'm going to try and one-stop it. I might, but I'll probably end up two-stopping, I think. I think track temperature is going to be okay. I think it's going to be about 20 degrees air temperature for the race, so warmer than it has been today. I'm looking at track temperature there. It's 26 degrees, 25 degrees, only 16 air temp. So we're probably looking at a track temperature of around 30 degrees or so on the race day. Maybe a touch more. See, the air temp is going up. And that's pushing the track temperature up. going to be important for us to make sure that the tyres are in the window, the right operating window, if we want to really try and maximise our potential pace tonight. Don't want to undercook them for too long. We don't want to overcook them for too long because they'll wear out pretty quickly. And then we'll just not have the grip to be able to stay with the cars in front of us. Yeah, it's going to be tricky. Neither of our girls have a particularly strong smoothness rating. So tyre wear will be a little bit of an issue potentially. That leans me a bit more towards the two-stop, but the potential lack of pace pushes me back towards the one-stop, so we can just stay in the train. I don't know. We'll see how we qualify, I suppose, and take it from there. Speaking of quali, it's time to get ready for that.
Welcome everyone to qualifying. This should be a good one.
These days, it's a much faster layout here at Albert Park, and teams need to focus on getting high and medium speed cornering right to set a good qualifying time. It's obvious that they're feeling confident today, and that's sure to be an advantage. I'm keen to see what they'll manage here.
Well, we're certainly ready in the commentary box. The drivers are getting ready down.
You
at the
see
pit
that?
lane, and it's
Both
time
have
for qualifying.
the yellow helmets, and as they get into the car, you see it glitching into the green helmet. Like getting near the car is instant death to a different helmet. Right, we are going with 2 laps and a switcheroo run. Hopefully we can be quick enough on this first set of laps to not have to go again. But not overly confident of that.
I want to see good work on your tires.
You can bring the tyre in.
All right, who else is joining us on track? Max and Joe Benazzi. Right.
Big up, big up.
Had to spend
Charge your place corner.
enough money to put me back in debt
track is
again,
not clear.
Embry, so do me proud. Prove to me I made the right decision getting rid of Carmen for you. Oscar leaving the garage. no surprise, Max has gone quicker than us in the first sector. So what's the lap difference? A little over a tenth, nearly a tenth and a half. And we're not going to be able to do the switcheroo. So we'll leave them in the same sequence order then. Alright, how much slower are we than Max? Hey, that's not bad. We're only 2/10 off Max. So for whatever reason, we just could not get the car working at Jeddah, but it seems to be working here, although it's very early days. It is very early days at the moment. Still a long way in this session to go, let alone others.
Track is clear. Charge your place corner.
Are we going to have some traffic? Isaac has just left the pits. Both Mercedes are out. Where is the second one? I think it's in front of Max. And I'm not sure which AlphaTauri that is, but it's on a flying lap, so we haven't got to worry about that. So the only car that might get in the way is... Actually, no. Hajar's just starting flying out now, so that's Behrman who's in front of us on track. Right, Donna did an identical middle sector to her first run, but she did improve in the first, and she improves in the final as well.
Currently P3. I got a good lap.
Yeah, currently P1.
Charge on in box.
Although we've had to do some slipstreaming to get there. I don't know what Embry's pace is like when she's the lead car. Assuming we get through to the next session with both cars, that will be where we find out. But at the moment, looks like Donna might be quick enough to get through without having to run again. We have got peak confidence with both girls, so we won't have to worry about confidence if we do need to run again. I think we might be okay. So why is our car working here and it didn't work in Jeddah? Was it just that first sector that was killing us? No, it wouldn't be the first sector. First sector we weren't too bad. It was, I think it was just when we got out the slipstream. It was so quick. We weren't great in the first sector either. And then if we got dropped without the DRS, the second half of the lap was so quick, we just didn't have the pace to get back in range again. Maybe it's a confidence thing as well. We did struggle to keep the confidence rating up. things to think about. Still a fair few cars yet to set a time. Both McLarens, Leclerc, Magnussen. Gone us down to 6, and she's got 4/10. I think we're safe. I'm gonna leave them in the garage. Schumacher's out. So again, Schumacher is struggling. Stroll is out as well. AlphaTauri just not working here today. Albon, here's Norris. Norris is getting a slipstream from the back of Leclerc here, so this could be problematic for George. I think George is going out. Yeah, Norris goes quickest. All right, what can Maloney do? Can he knock out Bear? Behrman's in trouble. Behrman's down in 15th. Albon's still on a flying lap as well. Albon improves, Behrman's out. Can Ocon stay okay? Yes, Maloney is out. So, look at that. AlphaTauri are bottom. 19th and 20th. What's gone wrong for AlphaTauri today? And then it's Maloney, Russell, Behrman also eliminated. Oof. All right. Big shocks. Into the second session. We will go for a 2-lap switcheroo again. Although I don't expect the second lap to be much of an improvement. And this time we'll send Embry out first. See what her pace is like. I mean, we looked at the AlphaTauri car on paper yesterday, and it looked a decent car.
Okay,
And Schumacher had some issues yesterday, but Stroll didn't do too badly. At least in qualifying, anyway. I forget how they did in the race, but yeah, 19th and 20th. That's a shock. And Behrman's out in Q1 as well. That is also a bit of a shock. AlphaTauri got their engineers poached. Well, not by me. Right, so Leclerc and Zhou are out on track, and so is Oscar, the sole remaining Ferrari.
Position is good now.
Again, that's a shock as well, seeing George out early, because he looked good yesterday. Maybe it's temperature. Maybe it's the track temperature. It was just too hot for us in Jeddah, maybe. I don't know. So bizarre. Right, Donna's definitely close enough that we should be able to pull the old switcheroo at the end of the lap. She's going to get a mighty tow on this lap as well. Look how quickly she's closing here. In a juice. Perfect. Perfect switcheroo. Half a second. That's how much Donna gained. Now can Embry gain about the same amount? She's definitely close enough to get a good slipstream. But we have got a Red Bull coming through, which may get in the way a little bit. Yeah, Max is on his flying lap. Leclerc's gone quickest by 2.5 tenths. We are on old tyres, let's not forget. Alright, we've kept the spacing.
Position is good. Charge your last corner.
Shouldn't be anyone in front that will back you up.
Alright, is Max going to get out of the way before turn 1? No, he's not. Is he going to get out of the way nicely here? Yes, he is. So Embry is improving. Is it going to be enough? Might need to do one more run anyway. She only gains a couple of tenths. Yeah, she's not safe.
That's a very good lap. On charge on right away, please.
But we're already looking a lot stronger tonight than I was expecting us, given how bad we were last night. We've not got any updates on the car either. Not till the next race. So it's just one of those mysteries why we were so uncompetitive last night and without making any changes. Much more competitive tonight. It's got to be down to just the layout of the track and maybe the temperature. It's not a confidence thing either, because we went into qualifying last night with both girls on 100% confidence as well. So it wasn't like they were underprepared last night, they just weren't quick. All right, we're going to go out again in a minute. We're going to send Donna out on old tyres just to give a slipstream to Embry, who's going to be on new tyres, just to get her safe. I think Donna is safe. Let's go out now while the track is a little quiet. I'm just going to do this one run. This should be all we need to do.
Okay, good braking, please.
Left a slightly bigger gap this time because there's a big difference in tyre wear. Brand new set against a very worn set on Donna. So that gap should theoretically come down pretty quickly. Which is why I wanted there to be a little bit extra space. And then when we do Q3, assuming we get both cars into Q3, we'll do one lap on these old tyres. And then 2 laps on new tyres. Donna leading Embry so that we've got the freshest rubber up front to give the toe to the car with slightly used tyres. But that's assuming we get both through. I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit here. It's not a guarantee we will get both through here.
You're good to go.
And track is now clear.
Right, we've got Porsche on track in front of us, who is on an outlap. That's a problem. Potentially. Doesn't matter too much if he holds up Donna, as long as he doesn't hold up Embry. He has improved. Car's not in the way, that's good. And you can see the gap is slowly coming down. Between the two, we are getting closer and closer. Not quite close enough to get the full slipstream benefit though. Maybe I did put too big a gap in place. See how much we gained in the final sector there though. Huge amount. There we go. That puts us, oh, we're on a 2-lap run. Call them in. Oh. Just getting in the way of Isaac, but it's on an outlap, so we haven't caused any major issues there. And hopefully we are safe with that. Right, Oscar at his home race in a Ferrari. What can he do? Can he get through to Q3? Oh, it's a difficult end to the lap for that Alpine driver there. That's Sainz, I think. Here we go. Oscar turns it on. Q3 for both cars. This is amazing. Yeah, hopefully. But there's a caveat that we have been doing slipstream qualifying, so not sure how good our pace would be without that. Probably not good enough to get them both through. Maybe good enough to get Donna through, but I don't know about Embry. She's still a little unknown. Oh, the pass in the way there. That's going to hurt Oscar a little bit. Is it going to be more Aussie curse? Australians never go well around Melbourne for whatever reason. He's out. Oscar's out. Hajar is having a really strong season at the moment. He's up in P2 as well today. Real contrast between the two Alfa Romeo drivers at the moment. So Magnussen is out, Piastri's out, Sainz and Pourchaire are out. Giovinazzi on a flyer. He's chasing down Charles Leclerc. He's going to get a big slipstream here. Giovinazzi could knock out Zhou. Probably will knock out Zhou. But he does knock out Zhou.
And it's P7. We are through to Q3. Nice job.
There we go, both cars through. This is very encouraging. Because if this is the more realistic pace of our car, before we start slapping on the big upgrades that are coming, we could have one hell of a car in a couple of races' time. You know, by the time I get to Imola. All right, final qualifying. So let's put on the olds. There we go. Just going to do one flying lap on these tyres. I'm going to send Embry out first because she's got more grip left. Press the wrong button. I left it too much of a gap. Might get away with that. Keep pressing L2 instead of L1. That gap might be a bit big.
Okay, good work on brakes and tires, please.
I think it's a little bit too big. Max and Sonoda also making their way on track. Yuki's going to get a tow behind Verstappen. So this could be a very quick time from Sonoda here.
And there'll be no one ahead.
On a clear track. That'll help.
So we are good for traffic. Charge your first corner.
And here comes Alex Albon. Embry is quicker. Donna's not close enough. And with the difference in tyres, I don't think she's going to be able to make that time up. So, yeah, look at this, the gap on the mini-map. It's huge. And now everyone else is piling out. A 1:17.1, that is slow. And it's 7/10 slower. Wow. Yeah, those tyres are gone. What are they at? 55%.
Okay, stay close to the reference.
Oh, man.
Charge on in box. Charge on box, box.
Books. Well, the good news is we're in Q3 with both cars. So we're already on for a decent starting place. It's now just a question of how high up the starting grid can we go. Barring a shocking lap from anybody else, we are going to be the two slowest cars after this first round of runs. Okay, so I need to figure out what I'm going to do running order wise here. I think I'm just going to go with new tyres for both. Those have only done one run, so they'll be okay for the race if we need a second set. Let's go straight away. Yeah, that's a good gap if we can keep it. Ocon crosses the line. That's Giovinazzi. Bajar. Leclerc. And Norris. So, everybody in front of us, well, there's only one car in front of us, that is Albon. He's on an in-lap. And everyone behind us is on an in-lap. Max has decided to come out early. He might get in the way. He may potentially get in the way twice, because we are doing another lap after this one.
Track clear.
Track is clear, track is clear. Charge up, let's corner.
I don't think we're going to catch Max. We're about as close as we can get. Pull the old switcheroo. So Donna is up to 6th place, just ahead of Lando, about a 10.5 behind Albon. That's as good as she's going to go, I think. Doubt she'll improve on this lap. Embry will improve though, potentially quite a bit. And I think she's a little too close.
Big gap, big gap.
The McLarens are popping out right in front of us, and we've got a Red Bull of Leclerc coming out as
Anyone in
well.
front that will back you up.
This could be rough. Oscar's making his way out. We're going to beat Leclerc out, I think. Disaster. Both girls held up. And here comes the second McLaren. Yeah, down in the first sector for both. Cannot get much closer than that for slipstreaming. Both have improved in the middle sector. Could we find a little bit more time here with Donna? Depends how good this final sector is. Okay, well, we tried.
Currently P6.
Just couldn't get enough
That's a good lap. It's a good lap.
of an improvement. I think we probably didn't quite have enough battery left at the end there. But 6th and 10th, that's a huge improvement on last night. So, 7th and 10th. Actually, we might not even stay 7th. Norris and Ocon both on flying laps. There's Ocon, there's Norris. That's tight margins. Look how tight those margins are. Yes, that's it. Sabotaged the McLaren after it sabotaged us. I mean, technically it was Ocon, I think, that sabotaged us, but it's a McLaren, so that's all that matters. We might be diddling over the other one as well. Possibly. They're both down in the middle sector. Hajar is on a flyer. Is he tucked up behind Leclerc? I think he is. He is. Hajar's going to take pole. Norris does not improve. Ocon does not improve. Look at Hajar. He's so close. Leclerc overtakes Tsunoda, and Hajar goes 4/10 quicker. So that bumps Max down to 4th. We will start 7th and 10th. What a much improved qualifying for us over last night. Now, can we translate that into a strong race position? That will be the tricky bit. But Isaac gets himself a bonus point for qualifying on pole.
Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
Albert Park often seems to set teammate against teammate. From Hill and Villeneuve dueling for the 1996 win, to Bottas beating fellow Mercedes driver and pole sitter Hamilton to the win in 2019. And the sky is looking grey and cloudy today. An effective tyre strategy could prove very valuable as the race plays out.
In any case, Melbourne is ready and so are we. So strap yourselves in for the Australian Grand Prix.
So then, a one stop or not a one stop? I think I'm just going to go with the 2. Just to be safe. Gives me room to push the tyres. I don't have to worry about them overheating and wearing out too much because we'll have plenty of spare rubber built in. Gives me flexibility on when to stop. Gonna go just the 1 extra lap of fuel. We're gonna go very aggressive off the line, and we're gonna let them fight because I want to see if the fact that they both have control ratings in the 90s means that we can let them fight without too much risk of them clobbering each other. Hey, and refill. You've made it just in time as we head to the grid for the Australian Grand Prix.
The fans here in Melbourne are all set, as are the drivers, heading into 58 laps around Albert Park. The Haas driver with a chance to impress a few people here.
They'll be a bit frustrated to start in P18, but if they nail their race strategy, who knows what they can pull off.
And the time has come. Let's go racing. brace yourselves for the Australian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
So front four are all on softs as well, which means we need
Your race is now.
to get past the mediums as quick as we can. Donna's held position. Embry has been overtaken. Still plenty to play for, and there we go. Straight away, Donna is having a look at Albon and gets the move done. Need to get past Giovinazzi quickly as well. Embry briefly got in front of Joe and then dropped back again. Oscar and Sainz having a bit of a scrap. Is just dropping off the back.
We're happy to stay where we are.
Let's keep the pace up by staying on the racing line and not driving defensively. Have definitely started pulling away from Albon and closing back in on Giovinazzi as a result of that. Joe's got past Ocon. They're both on softs as well. Oh, and it's a lunge from Piastri. That's a beautiful move. Caught Embry completely unaware, but she's fighting it off. And that's
On the road side.
the end of our battery.
DRS enabled. We're currently P6.
We're going to get got by Sainz as well. Another hit to the confidence.
We have to protect the tires.
This is the risk of driving in low defense mode, is that you are very susceptible to getting lunged, and we are starting to slip from the front runners.
Stay close.
Let's try to get it.
Not sure if Embry just managed to get back into the DRS there. I hope she did. Yes, she did. Donna is vulnerable.
Drop down the plates now.
And that's Magnussen trying to have a look. Oh, and he just
Press overtake.
nailed us around the outside there. So we'll go into harvest mode. Let's do the same here as well. Start calming the tyres down. Can't afford to get overtaken anymore now with Embry.
Just be careful with this tyre.
Need to stabilise that confidence. And Norris has found his way through. We went really hard, went all in on the first 2 laps, and I think we're now being caught out by those that didn't. Kept something in reserve. That's another position. We're now in that difficult phase where every time we get overtaken, we lose pace, which means we get overtaken, which means we lose pace.
You've got everything. You've got everything. Press on the hold available.
Overtake is available.
Can we get back in range? I think we can. Yes, we can. Just as well, because we are struggling a little bit. Maybe this is just a more accurate reflection of our true pace at the moment. It's always easy to go better in qualifying than in the race, because you've got that high confidence right from the completion of the first run. Much harder to maintain that in the race, where you're constantly getting your confidence nibbled by overtaking or failing to overtake. We're going to get lunged again. Behrman's got us this time. And that's another hit to the confidence. Now we're down into low confidence for Embry. Already pushed the tyres pretty hard. Can't really afford to push them too much harder. Oh God! Now Russell's dive bombing. Yeah, we're just going backwards because of the loss of confidence here, and that hits us again. Just need to try and stem the bleeding here. Donna's hanging on for all she's worth at the moment to 8th place, but surely it's a matter of time before we get swamped. Here comes Joe. Come on, Embry. She's slow out that final corner. She's really slow out that final corner, and it sets her up to just drop off the train every lap. I have to push her tyres.
Time to push on these tyres.
It's Ocon. tries to get past Piastri. Have to pull Embry in early. Might be better. To go with a set of mediums on push at the end, rather than a set of softs, which don't seem to be holding up very well.
You're good to push.
And again, we're getting dropped because we're having to drive defensively to hold the cars back. But if I leave her in low defense, she's just going to get gobbled up anyway. Some excellent defensive driving going on here, but surely it's a matter of time. Now Stroll has got through. It's another massive hit to the confidence. Don's doing a solid job here, holding everybody behind. You can only do that for so long. And Ocon's through, and so is Oscar. It's a double whammy.
John.
And recharge on, recharge on.
We need a bit of recharge of the battery.
There's another position. Oh, God. Oh, this is painful. I don't think the game's made for the women. Well, they're the lowest rated drivers on the grid at the moment, so they've got some absolutely killer stats in certain areas, but the ones that really help, like the braking and cornering, aren't amazing, especially for Embry.
Overtake available.
No need to push the tyres. If you can, push.
And because they're still rookies in the team, they don't have that strong relationship with the engineers yet, which means just like when we had season 1 of Oscar and season 1 of Mick, you know, they're gonna get hit hard every time they're overtaken. They're gonna lose a lot of confidence, and it's gonna take them a long time to claw that confidence back. As the relationship between the drivers and engineers improves, the impact of that will lessen, and they will lose less confidence, and they will gain more for an overtake of their own. But getting them to that point, it's just going to take time.
Let's have recharge on then, please.
It's going to be the hardest season. I don't know if it's going to be the hardest season. We've got amazing facilities, although a couple of them are in rough condition at the moment. But underneath all that, all of our facilities are 4 or 5 stars. So
We don't have enough battery.
the upgrades will rapidly improve this car. We've just got to get through the first half of the season. Second half of the season, I think we're going to be much stronger because we're going to have some good upgrades on the car. We're going to have our drivers having had a bit more experience, gaining skill points that they need. And on top of that, they're also going to have better relationships with their race engineers, so they won't be getting hit in the confidence stakes quite so hard each lap, each race either. I'd say these opening 10 races or so are going to be really rough. Maybe not even 10. I mean, there'll be some tracks where we're just going to be horrible. I think Embry's going to struggle around Monaco in particular. Braking and cornering aren't great stats and kind of really important for there, but kind of stabilised positions at the moment, kind of. We're staying with Stroll. Donna is just about hanging on to the train, but only just. And now she's going to get dropped. Don't have enough pace with our drivers at the moment to be able to charge the cars back up, so this is pretty much it. And now with our tyres starting to wear out, now we're in trouble. Which is why we're boxing early. Get them on mediums, try and get their confidence to stabilise a little bit. Maybe let them fight with each other, get some overtakes in, get their confidence up. Hopefully they can leapfrog each other and help push their pace a bit. And hope we don't get mullered by everybody else coming through. Share gets through. Couldn't stop that. And I don't think I can hold Matt Magnussen either. No, I can't. And there goes the confidence again. Oh, this is rough. Yeah, this is what I was expecting tonight. We flattered to deceive in qualifying. Those new wings are definitely needed.
So recharge on.
Okay, charge on.
But I do think we will have the potential to maybe win a race or two this season. Who knows? The wings may give us enough of a boost that we can actually challenge for a podium or the win tomorrow at Baku. The possibility, we've seen that happen before. I think it's probably a little less likely this year, but we should be able to get hopefully some points tomorrow. There's a lot of drag on the car as well, which does not help. We're taking a lot of drag out of the car with the new parts that are coming, both the wings, the new chassis, side pod, underfloor. They're all helping to improve our drag and our height as well, in particular. So the car isn't a million miles away from where it needs to be. It's just not quite there yet. Like I said, if we can just get through the opening 10 races without getting obliterated every time, we could have a very good second half of the season.
Box.
2.69, that's not bad. Quick enough, really, but it's not too bad.
Let the tyres come back to you. Recharge on.
Keeping George at bay.
Drop the pace now, please. Okay, charge on.
That's better, 2.4. We might get some points with that. Pit stop points, not race points, unfortunately.
An overtake is available.
And we've got the potential to go medium with both of these two as well. We don't have to go on to softs at the end. Right, Porsche's boxing early. That's a very slow stop. That's over 3 seconds.
Look after the tires.
Just trying to get our two drivers together on track.
Charge on.
See if they can help each other.
We're happy to stay where we are.
Just trying to get Embry close enough. Need to boost her confidence as much as we can, because it is not good.
On batteries high.
Need to turn the tyres down soon.
Just manage your tires, please.
Please tell me I got the 1 second gap. Not quite.
We want to manage our tyre budget.
You're good to push. Charge on, charge on.
There we go. So we'll just run like this for a couple of laps. See if Embry can stay close. And if she can, then we can start looking at using Donna's battery to try and just push the pace.
On click overtake, please.
Just be careful with this tyre. Recharge on. And we can have recharge on, please. And save fuel from now, please. Save fuel from now.
I'm really sorry, we need a bit of lift off where you can.
And recharge on now is okay, please.
All right, so far so good. We are keeping pace. Confidence is slowly rebounding. Tyre temps are back under control almost.
And recharge on is okay, please.
Charge on, charge on.
You can see Donna's pace just not good enough. Using Porsche as the reference. There's too much drag on the car. Can't wait for the new wings. That will help boost speed significantly. And then the other parts should hopefully make us much quicker. Assuming the rest of the grid doesn't suddenly find a ton of performance as well.
Time to push on these tyres.
Right, let's see what they do when they go wheel to wheel. Max boxes. He's going to come out behind a huge queue of traffic. He's in 13th place, but once he gets past Stroll, it's going to be plain sailing for him for a while, because everybody else, it's going to be boxing very soon. Well, most of the cars in front are going to be boxing very soon. This is what I was worried about. The low confidence means not very good at making the overtakes. They have to help out. This time she'll get the move done. There we go. Nice big hit of confidence at the expense of Donna's. That's a big gap for Isaac at the moment. Although his tyres are done, so he's going to be boxing this lap. No, he's not. What? Why? Why is he staying out? Right, so Leclerc is in front of Max. You can see they're punching their way through. These two both on brand new mediums. There goes Russell into the pits. So he's going to get an undercut on some of these cars in front. And this is hurting Leclerc and Verstappen, being stuck behind slow Williams. Goes through. Embry's lost some confidence again from being overtaken, but you can see she's got to have a net gain there. She's in medium now. And we have jumped George, but George might be one stopping. As Isaac does finally box. Let's see, how quick a stop can Alfa Romeo have this season? Didn't look too bad, that looked sub 3 seconds. It's going to come out behind Behrman, who has yet to box. And we have jumped Magnussen. Who again, maybe one stopping. So the confidence is slowly coming back for both drivers here. They are gaining more than they're losing when they leapfrog each other. Max sets a new fastest lap as he tries to get back on terms with Leclerc.
Charge on.
Embry's battery isn't too far away from being full. We've got a bit of way to go yet with Donna. Let's take this opportunity. Try and get a bit more in because I don't think we're going to be able to stay ahead of Magnussen and Russell. But as long as we've got battery, we can then get back on terms with them and stay with them. Albon's in the pits and gets out in front of us.
Charge on. Charge on.
Can use overtake.
And of course, that's undone all the hard work. Getting that confidence back up a bit. Donna is on the cusp of peak confidence. Oh, and there goes Magnussen behind us. Just saw him sliding out there.
It's just a yellow at the moment. Just a yellow.
And if we watch
Did he end up in the
Magnussen,
barrier?
and then the car just goes.
No.
Not a mistake they'll want to make again.
There goes Russell, straight past us. Oh, is that a lock-up for George? It is. Like heart and mouth, I'm like, oh no, I'm going to T-bone my teammate.
And the car fails to
But that was the
respond.
screech.
But that's just the risk you take. The later you leave it.
Unfortunately, we didn't get the confidence for getting an overtake there. A little harsh, but understandable, I suppose. And I know I'm tempting fate here, but I've been very impressed with how well behaved they've been in their little squabbles like this.
We'll have to do anti-deploy where you can.
So Albon is definitely going to the end. He's on hard tyres. Schumacher still hasn't boxed yet.
Battery is high.
Not well. We have pulled some time back on Maloney. How much faster are we going at the moment? We're not. Oh, that's not good. Maloney's still lapping quicker than us.
Charge on.
Alright, what's our tyre wear looking like? Good enough for us to start maybe thinking about pushing the tyres a little.
And you can push.
You can press overtake where possible to discharge the battery a little bit.
Press overtake.
And Giovinazzi's finally into the pits. Magnussen and Russell have caught back up again. It's a little frustrating.
Okay, we need some deploy.
There goes Schumacher and Behrman into the pits. Personal best sectors always help. And that is peak confidence now. So let's stay tucked up behind.
And recharge on.
We'll let Donna's peak confidence try and push our pace. Now Stroll is in. So we're back up to 15th and 16th. We are going to need to stop again though, and there are a few cars that might. Some that still haven't made the first stop. Norris still hasn't stopped yet. Maloney still hasn't stopped yet.
And keep an eye on the battery. Charge on.
Russell might need to stop again after that lockup. Pourchaire's probably going to have to stop again.
Overtake is available.
Oh, and there's George again. And Maloney finally hits the pits.
Recharge on then, please. Stay close. Ah. Recharge on.
All right, 13th for now, but about to potentially lose 13th.
Charge on.
Frustrating thing is I know that we are going to lose so much time by stopping again, and not that many cars are going to stop again. Most of them are going to go to the end. So while we're 14th and 15th now, that's very quickly going to become 19th, 20th. We're going to box Embry on the next lap, and then we'll go one more with Donna on top of that. Norris finally boxes for his one and only stop, puts on soft tyres.
We need a little bit more lift off, please.
Go for the fastest lap with Donna. See if we can at least earn a bit of extra sponsor money.
We can still do it.
Yeah, very impressed with how clean their racing's been. I say both of them have got a control rating in the 90s, which is why I was quite prepared to let them fight, but I don't know if that's always going to be the case. Might take it on a circuit by circuit basis, and 2.6 second stop, it's slightly quicker than our first, but still not really quick enough.
Charge on. We will not need lift off.
No need to push the tyres.
Alright, can I keep Ollie behind me? No, he's going to lunge and get me. Brand new softs.
Charge on.
And then we have to lift because we're boxing.
Just keep looking after your tires.
.5, slower than her first.
Focus on reaction time and no full throttle before pit exit.
An overtake is available.
Charge on for now.
And we can have recharge on, please.
Can't afford to take any confidence away from Donna, given that we are going for a flyer. Porsche pits for his second stop. One of the few that will be making that second stop, I think.
Let's try to take opportunity.
Can use overtake.
He's out a long way ahead of us.
So recharge on.
Russell's in. So he did have to box after destroying those tyres. There's a 1:18.0. Got a yellow flag.
Now is that Yuki Tsunoda?
Yuki doing Yuki things. Just clobbers Behrman there. Did somebody just drive into Yuki at the off screen there? There was another crunch. Yeah, someone did. We got a red flag. All right, now I can put brand new softs. Well, used softs onto Embry. Not worked out well for us, unfortunately, in terms of timing.
But this is what happened. Now this was at turn 3.
So somebody
With
went
not
into the
much room
back.
to move.
Oh, it was Isaac.
And the impact on the
I'm
car,
not sure, actually.
it's
That might
quite
possibly
clear.
be
I
Isaac's
wouldn't be
fault.
surprised if there were a few words exchanged when they get back to the
I
paddock.
heard another crunch. Did the Ferrari...
And while all
I don't know. Don't know if that was damage to the Ferrari or not. Right, we are starting at the back. Best tyres I've got. I mean, I could go with the brand new set of mediums and just go flat out on them. Yeah. Stick with the tyres we've got. Ah, did I not change Connor's tyres?
we're set once more. And soon we'll continue
No, I
this
did.
race. It's
Everyone's going to be on
lights out,
soft, so
and away we go.
oh, we've got so much spare fuel. Trying to use the battery to at least gain a place or two quickly on this first lap. Okay, both cars are through.
And recharge on now is okay, please.
Need to drop the pace.
Time to push on these tyres. Take. Let the tyres come
There we
back.
go. Got the move done.
And recharge on is okay, please.
So that's unusual that we've got that red flag with no retirements. But given that he was blocking traffic, it's understandable why.
You can use the deploy.
Close that gap back to Russell a little bit. Or at least try to.
Let's try to get you.
Stay close.
Stroll's not looking quick right now.
Okay, focus on recharge.
Hopefully I closed up enough there with Plum. Yes, I did. Good, good, good.
And recharge on, recharge on.
So no points in tonight, but no fastest lap either for that matter. But maybe I can sneak one car into the top 15. That's my hope.
And you can pick up the pace. Charge on and box now.
And there we go, we've been dropped.
Overtake available.
If you can, push.
And keep an eye on your battery. On charger.
I don't think I'm going to be able to get back on to the pack. Because the pack is all racing to Max's pace right now. Well, sorry, Oscar's pace right now. Do the best I can, and it's just not good enough at the moment.
And overtake is available.
So we'll let them fight each other again. See if we can get some leapfrog overtakes in.
Manage your tires.
And it's a double whammy there for Donna.
Charge on. Update on tires, update on tires.
Should have gone with the softs. Well, maybe not. We're just, yeah, too draggy. Too draggy, not enough consistent confidence for the potential of points tonight.
Charge on.
Can't even manage 18th at the moment.
We can still do it.
Thrash the tyres now for the last 6 laps. Might as well.
Six laps to go.
She's been incredibly disappointing tonight. After such a strong qualifying. I think I'm going to have to just not do any slipstream qualifying because it's just setting us up for failure. Just let them run in clean air each time, see what they can do on their own. And then if they've got pace, they'll be able to fight their way through from the back. But if I'm starting them way above where they should actually be, then they're just going to go backwards and compound the lack of pace by losing all their confidence as well.
Five more laps.
It's been a good first outing for Embry, at least in terms of against her teammate. They're very similarly matched. There are some negatives for Embry that she has to work on. Cornering and braking definitely need work. Well, we changed her training focus, but she's able to keep pace with Donna, who is the best female driver available at the moment. So we've got the best two at the moment. Hopefully Anne can develop nicely as our reserve, and she can be a contender maybe for next season. I think, in all honesty, we're not going to get anything better than what we've got in Donna and Embry.
Four more laps.
That is the lineup. Alright, can we at least get past Maloney and Magnussen so we don't finish last?
We don't want to overcook the tyres.
Screw the tyres, cook them. Three and a half laps to go, just cook them. We're going to find out if we can get those new wings. Don't forget, we've had to shut the wind tunnel down for 9 days as well, which has not helped. But hopefully we'll get new wings in time for Baku. We will run up to the beginning of the Baku race before we finish tonight. So we could at least get wings on one of the cars, if not both of them. Oh, yellow flag. 2 cars off.
Now I
Behrman
think
and Sainz.
Yes, it's Carlos Sainz.
Oh, and that's Sainz's fault. Yeah, he turned in and clipped Behrman's wheel. So we're not last. There's the two of them who've got wing damage. And they've destroyed their tyres as well, 3% and 5%. They're going to have to box. We might yet get one of our cars into 15th And if we can, that will keep the sponsors happy.
On click overtake, please.
Yep, there is confirmation of the penalty for Sainz.
Two more laps. Cool the car. Okay, keep cooling the car now. Charge on.
Can use overtake.
Oh, good girl. Embry up the inside.
Can press overtake where possible to discharge the battery a little bit. Cool the car, please. Okay, keep an eye on your battery.
Nah, just didn't have the battery left. But we got Donna into 15th. That will keep the sponsors happy, because I did guarantee one car in the top 15.
Max Verstappen over the finish line and today's winner.
And there we go. Rough race. Very rough race.
Okay, we take the flag.
Kind of a little unfortunate with the timing of the red flag as well, right after we boxed both cars. Didn't help.
Good job, that's a chip.
And we definitely got a big helping hand from Behrman and Sainz at the end there. No way we would have finished in 15th without them. There's a lot of room for improvement. But we'll get there.
Well, that seemed pretty horrendous. For
Oh,
the
look at
Aston
that
Martin
split
driver.
livery helmet there.
Well, I think most people expected them to really deliver here, but it's a disappointing finish outside the points.
Well, Max Verstappen can add yet another podium to his already impressive record.
Wow, Max
That's
is
their
popular in
second win of the
Australia. Hear
season.
those cheers.
A brilliant talent who looks so at home on the track.
Well, it wasn't exactly a walk in the park, but it was a thrilling weekend here for us all at the Australian Grand Prix. So, Karun, with the garages full of activity, what's the mood like down at Aston Martin now?
It was a strangely mixed weekend for them. We saw one driver put in a strong performance, but it was a different story for the other. Definitely positives there though.
And that's about that for this weekend's here in Melbourne.
Next time, the teams will be racing through the streets of another city. Join us in Baku on the shores of the Caspian Sea for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
Big task ahead. Yes, Adrian, a very big task ahead. Right, let's see the confirmation of the final results. Max with the win ahead of teammate Charles Leclerc. Ocon up 6 places to finish in third. Good race for Oscar, up 9 places to take fourth. Zhou with a good climb as well, up 6 places for fifth. Norris in sixth, Giovinazzi seventh. Hajar down in 8th place ahead of Albon and Tsunoda to round out the top 10. Looking at the bottom half, there you see Schumacher up 9 places, finishing just outside the points. Porsche in 12th ahead of Stroll. Russell, Donna in 15th, manages to fulfill that sponsor obligation. Magnussen 16th, Embry in 17th, Maloney 18th, and then Behrman and Sainz a long way back in 19th and 20th, thanks to contact and a forced pit stop for new tyres and wings. Driver standings looks like this. It is Max leading the way by 6 points from Charles Leclerc. Porsche dropping down into third place, no points for him tonight. And Isaac closes the gap to within 5 now. Oscar moves up into 5th place. Ocon jumps up 5 places into 6th and jumps past Behrman and drops down. Equal points, but with a lower highest finish. Zhou in 8th, Stroll 9th, Tsunoda 10th. Looking a bit further down, it's Magnussen in 12th, 13th for Giovinazzi. And then we've got Albon, Schumacher, Tanner, Sainz, Maloney, Russell, Jimenez, who has a higher finish than Embry. But that will change as the season progresses. Constructor standings, it's another big score for Red Bull. 43 points for them tonight. Only 5 for Alfa Romeo, so that gap has already opened up to 46 points after just 3 rounds. No points for Haas. They stay in third though. 3 points clear of Mercedes. McLaren jumped 3 places. Big points haul for them, puts them into 5th. Ferrari in 6th, just 3 points further back. Then it's AlphaTauri. Williams closing the gap to 2. Then it's Alpine getting off the mark tonight with 6 points, and we are bringing up the rear. As far as pit stops go, we made it on the board. We got 8th place, half a second slower than Red Bull. Max with a blisteringly quick 1.9 stop there. Leclerc 2/10 nearly, 10th and a half slower. Then it's the 2 AlphaTauris, then Ocon's McLaren. Mercedes get 2 cars in the top 10, as do Ferrari, and I say we get some points. So standings look like this. Red Bull top on 103 points, 21 points clear of AlphaTauri. McLaren another 39 points further back in third ahead of Ferrari. Mercedes up to 5th, getting past Williams and Alpine, who didn't score any points tonight. We are in 8th place on 5 points, and Alfa Romeo have a quicker time than Haas, and so jump up to 9th. Neither of those 2 teams yet to score. They see our stops close in terms of consistency, 2.4, 2.5, and a couple of 2.6s in a reasonable little window. We can improve those though, and they will improve as the season progresses. So we should get some decent points out of the pit stops this season. Let's take a look at our driver report cards. 10 and 12 going forward. Look at the defending there. 47 and 17. Wow. I mean, I knew Donna was scrapping for her life earlier in the first stint, but that's a huge number of defense, of successful defending. And then 7 and 25 for Embry. She just was not good going forward. 15 and 17 in defence. That's about what I expected. But 47 successful defences. We haven't seen numbers like that since season 1 of our Mercedes playthrough when George got the Wall nickname with his amazing performance of, was it 51, 53 at Imola in terms of successful defences. Yeah, that's a mighty impressive performance from Donna today. All right, sponsors. Let's see. I didn't get the fastest lap. Did not expect to. Did get the quali position incentive. And then we got one car in the top 15. We got one car into Q2. We actually got both into Q3, but I just played it safe tonight. And we completed the quali streak, which is one in the top 15. So we do actually complete that streak and make some money. A little under 4 million added to our bank account tonight. Right, let's take a look at car inspection. Everything gets through without any issues. That's good. We are no longer in debt, so we can ignore that. Let's go to the board. Disappointed again, and now the board has low confidence. We might not make it this season. If we can't turn things around quickly, we might be in trouble. That's not good. All right, car part development. Have we bitten off more than I can chew? Let's see. The wings, 28 days and 28 days. We are 25 days away. I can't get the wings in time. That's horrible. I can't get the wings in time because of the shutdown. Damn it, I was worried about that. Alright, in that case, as long as we get them from Miami, it's going to give me 6 days. That's 2 front wings. It's not good. I've got 1 extra engineer. Let's bring that forward. Need more engineers than that. I mean, here you can see the gains that we're looking to get with the new part. So there you can see a pretty nice little speed gain and high speed gain there as well with that chassis. The underfloor is going to be big for us. That's going to improve our speed, improve our medium and high speed downforce. The front wing is going to be massive for us in terms of dirty air tolerance and improve our medium and high speed. The rear wing is the real game changer there. It's going to give our DRS a big boost, improve our speed and our high speed and our dirty air. And the side pod is also going to strip more weight off the car, more drag off the car. Yeah, that's a shame that we're not going to be able to get the new wings at Baku, which means we are going to struggle really badly at Baku. Really badly. But we will have the new wings for Miami, and then Imola, combined with those wings, when everything else is ready to go on the car, we could have a bit of a monster on our hands. Could do, maybe not. Still need to get this refurbed. It's just a little bit too much at the moment. I'm going to have to refurb the boardroom. Given how much we're up against it, got no choice in that. Alright, the wind tunnel is up and running again. It's still too late for us to get these wings out. There you can see 21 days. I do not want to do emergency manufacturing. Alright, start of a new month. So, board has low confidence, we know about that. Drivers, a point, 2 points in adaptability. It's not where I need her to improve. Well, I mean, she does need to improve there, but it's not where I want the improvement. And we got 2 more points in accuracy. Again, nice, not where I wanted those points to go. Anne has gained 2 points in adaptability. Well, if it rains, that'll be helpful. Ferrari have put a new suspension on the car, but it's a bit of a dog's dinner by all accounts. And they're now working on another suspension. Otmar is saying that Alpine are having a rough season. And we've got a pit crew training balance to sort out, or schedule to sort out. So let's get straight onto that. Get those skills up a bit. Try and shave a bit more time off the stop if we can. Two weeks of split training. All right, I want to have a look at something. I just want to see what happens if I do that. Okay. Now, if I put that on there and make it a full day. Two, 1, 2, 1, 1. Yeah, same. I wasn't sure. I'd never really thought about it, but I thought, would a full day of one type of training be more beneficial than half a day every day? In which case I would have done a whole week of solid gym training and then a whole week of solid pit stop training, but it doesn't seem to have any effect. All right, there we go. So that is our training schedule for what month is that? April? Yes, April. There we go. Got some money. Let's immediately get that refurbed, so we can help boost the development of our drivers because they desperately need it. And we've got regulation changes coming. Minor regulation changes, airflow or cooling. I'm going to go for airflow. Because we are looking at bringing in new staff potentially later in the season. And I know that, is it Diana? Her cooling is terrible, but her airflow is good. Or is it the aero chick? Whose name I can't remember. Gladys. Let's have a look. Yeah, her cooling is terrible, but her airflow is much better. So we don't want there to be big hits to our cooling next season if we're going to be hiring Gladys later in this season, because it will really hurt trying to recover that next year with a 60 rating. All right, design center has gone back down to normal. So those extra engineers will disappear when these projects finish. I've still got 2 more engineers. Oh, it's taken them off anyway, look. It's already taken the extra engineers off as well. I wonder. No, still, it's not going to help. Underfloor. Yeah, need to make sure I've got a good 16 days to manufacture those. Let's speed up the side pods a touch as well. There we go. Right. Bitterly disappointed that I don't have the wings for Baku. Oh god, now the factory's on fire. What the fuck? Ugh. Idle scouts. Alright, let's go to scouts. Jesus Christ. I've already scouted her out. I think I've already scouted out Diana as well. Yes, I have. Are there any other women that we can take a look at? Renata. Yeah. Oh, she's a 49-year-old, 69 rating. Yeah, no. Too old. Not going to develop quickly enough. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so it is basically Diana or bust. Let's look at some other female drivers then. Couple of young 19-year-olds that might be viable. set amount of options to go any further. God damn. Well, we're not building anything anytime soon, so even if we had got the wings done, the factory fire would have stopped us from making them anyway. So, yeah. That figures. Hopefully it'll be out by the time our parts are ready to be built. Let's have a look. We're going to get held up on the chassis and the rear wing and the front wing by a day. That's not good. But the underfloor and the side pods will finish on the day that the fire crew finally turn up and put the fire out for us. God, it never rains, but it pours, isn't it? And we're going for cooling boost changes. Oh, God damn it. The tiebreaker won it. So a horrible end to the episode, which was already not a great episode. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. At least we've got the boardroom fully spruced. Chance to distract the board a little bit from the fact that we are in rough shape at the moment. Yeah, can't build it. I'm on fire. Can only emergency manufacture, and I am sure as shit not doing that. 3.2 mil for a chassis. No, 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 no. And there goes that bonus slot that we were using as well. So, that is it for tonight. A very rough Grand Prix. Coupled with problems with the wind tunnel, meaning we wouldn't get the wings out in time for Baku, and then even if we had got them out in time to build them for Baku, the factory burnt down. So we couldn't have built them anyway. A disaster in that respect. But we have refurbed the boardroom to try and distract them, because they are pretty pissed at us right now. And if we can't turn things around quickly, then we might be out of a job by the time we get to the Spa. Which I really hope is not going to be the case. Plus, we have also now got the race sim refurb going through. That'll be ready in 2 days. So they will start getting full XP gains again from Monday, which is nice. So hopefully we can start getting some good improvement in the right areas to boost their stats where they desperately need to be boosted. Yeah, I was looking forward to tomorrow, thinking we were going to have wings, and then I remembered that we had the wind tunnel fault. Now I'm not looking forward to tomorrow at all, because I think we'll get, well, actually, maybe I'm going to have a little sneak peek. Oof, yeah, we've lost some speed, we've lost some acceleration, a bit of DRS, lost a lot in the cornering. 7th in the low speed. I mean, that's not horrible. It's a circuit that's dominated by low speed corners. Maybe we can do something. I don't know. I'm not expecting miracles. I mean, I think the target for tomorrow has got to be basically just getting 2 of the top 15. Hell, maybe just only 1 in the top 15. It's going to be another painful race. And I don't know how to play it. I feel confident we can gain some places in the sprint. But I don't know what we're going to do for the Grand Prix itself. I really don't. I do think we're probably going to go backwards a little bit. Well, you'll just have to come join me at the usual time tomorrow at 8 PM here in the UK to see what happens. We will be near the back for a good chunk of the Grand Prix, I think. But it's one of those circuits that you just never know what might happen. Maybe we can let them race and they'll do a really good job of slingshotting past each other. Again, you know, we had some good clean racing between the two of them today as kind of a test. The real test will be at Azerbaijan, if they can do that without hitting the barriers or each other. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.